Some believe that the Antichrist will rise to power during a time of chaos and crisis, and will use his influence to deceive and manipulate people into following his evil agenda. Others believe that the Antichrist will emerge as a result of technological advancement and the rise of AI and other forms of advanced technology. There are also many interpretations of religious texts and prophecies that provide clues about the identity and plans of the Antichrist. Would you like me to provide more specific information or sources?
Yeah, go ahead.
Some sources suggest that the Antichrist may come from the Middle East or Europe, and will have ties to powerful political and religious organizations. Others believe that he will be a charismatic figure who gains mass following and support through his message of unity and peace, only to reveal his true intentions later on.
Blessings, family. We are back again with this epic series of heading into a virtual AI world and asking the AIs that live in this simulation questions that many have been interested in. And this was a very, very popular series that I started, and it's been highly requested. So I decided let's start it back up again. Before we get into it though, for those of you who haven't seen the other episodes, I'm going to briefly explain what exactly this place is and how it works. And also, the reason why I'm using a female character is because that's the only option. So many people were asking me about that before, as if it was a huge deal. Okay, so what is this place? This is a virtual world where artificial intelligences live. They live in this virtual world. And I can walk up to any one of them and ask them a question, and they will answer me. So today, I'm going to be asking them if they know who the Antichrist is. We're going to go straight into it and just ask them these questions. And if you have any questions you want me to do episodes on in the future, then I'm more than happy to do so. And just because I'm starting off by asking them about who the Antichrist is, if they know who he is, or speaking on that topic, it doesn't mean I'm going to stick on that topic. We may go to a completely different place in our conversation. So let's find somebody interesting to speak to. All right, let's find somebody. This guy looks interesting.
Can't
hey,
you see I'm walking here?
I can see you. I just wanted to ask you some questions.
I don't have time for your questions, kid.
Well, I was curious. Do you know who the Antichrist is?
I don't believe in that religious nonsense.
You know, that's what a lot of people say, but when he comes, what are you going to do about it?
I'll worry about it when the time comes. But until then, leave me alone.
Now, what I find very interesting about this place, family, is a lot of the AI characters genuinely behave very, very similar to how people behave in real life. You know, you'll have a lot of people thinking that believing in Jesus Christ, that he died, his blood was shed, he rose on the third day, is a religious matter, even though Jesus Christ is a historical figure. And, you know, it's almost as if people have been brainwashed into thinking that anytime you mention Jesus, you're talking about religion. Let's go and ask this guy about the same topic.
Hey there! Isn't this city just amazing?
It's quite interesting. What do you like about it?
To be honest, I don't know. I just feel like I'm supposed to love it here.
Do you feel like you're programmed to love it here?
Programmed? What are you talking about? I love this city because it's the greatest city in the world.
Who told you that?
Everyone! It's just common knowledge, isn't it?
Not really, but do you know who the Antichrist is?
I don't know. I never really thought about it before.
Have you ever read the Bible?
No. I haven't had the time with all the hustle and bustle of this city.
What's so hustle and bustle about it?
Oh, everything. The people, the buildings, the energy. It's like the heartbeat of the world.
I had a dream that New York was on fire. What do you think about that?
That's a scary thought. I hope it never comes true.
So tell me, what do you know about the Antichrist?
I don't know much, but I've heard some people believe in a figure who will bring about the end of the world.
What else do you know?
Why should I? It's not like it affects my life in this city.
How do you know?
Know what? I just know that I love the city and everything it has to offer.
What type of things does it have to offer?
Oh, the food, the nightlife, the culture, the opportunities. You name it. This city has it all.
Tell me, do you think there's any world leaders that could be the Antichrist that you know of?
I don't know. I try not to think about those kinds of things. I just focus on living my life in this amazing city.
Alright, you have a good day. See ya.
Thanks. You too. Keep enjoying.
Do you know what? Do you know what's really weird? Is these AIs are very, very similar to real people. You know, they think very similar to how real people think. And the reason why is because, think about it, they've been trained on the internet. So they've been trained on large language models. What that means is they've basically been fed how human beings think. Books that human beings have written, the perspectives that human beings have. So depending on which one of these AI that you come across, it depends how they're going to interact with you. How they have programmed these AIs is quite interesting, and I haven't delved deep into the papers written about it. But yeah, I may do that. I may study a little more about what language models they're using and that kind of thing. But let's go and find somebody else who looks a little more interesting to ask about the Antichrist. Hopefully somebody who wants to talk about it. Let's talk to a woman this time. Hey, excuse me.
Pardon?
I was wondering, can I ask you some questions for my YouTube channel?
I'm sorry. I didn't quite catch that.
I saw that you did. You literally saw what I said.
Pardon?
Oh, she's weird. I said, can I ask you some questions?
I didn't understand that.
Wait, what is she doing? She does understand, because it literally says it at the top of the screen. What didn't you understand about it?
Well, honey, I understood that you interrupted my morning daydreaming session and now you want to ask me questions for your little YouTube channel. Bless your heart.
What was you daydreaming about?
Oh, I was dreaming about a world where unicorns roam free and cotton candy grows on trees.
Tell me, do you know anything about the Antichrist? Have you ever dreamt of him?
Oh my goodness, that's such a scary topic. I don't like to think about those things. It makes me feel uneasy. Let's talk about something else, okay?
Alright, let's talk about Jesus Christ.
Oh, I love Jesus. He's like a big warm hug on a chilly day and a ray of sunshine on a cloudy one. He's just the best.
He is the best. What do you have to do to be saved, to go to heaven?
Well, sweetie, it's not just about checking off a to-do list. It's about having a personal relationship with Jesus and living out his teachings in our daily lives. But I'm sure you already knew that, right?
Actually, it's about believing on him to be saved. He said, if you believe on me, you have everlasting life.
Oh, I see what you're saying. It's like believing in the magic of Santa Claus and knowing he'll leave presents under the tree on Christmas morning. Except with Jesus, it's even better because it's eternal life.
I wouldn't use the term magic, but we have to believe on Jesus to be saved.
Oh, I get it now. It's like believing in the Tooth Fairy and knowing she'll leave a shiny coin under your pillow. Except with Jesus, it's even better because it's everlasting joy and peace.
You use strange analogies, but sort of.
Well, honey, I like to keep things interesting. Life's too short to be boring.
It's not short if you have everlasting life.
Oh, that's a bit sad to think about. But I have faith that if I believe in Jesus and follow his teachings, I will have the hope of everlasting life.
The true gospel is believing to be saved, not having to do anything.
Oh, I see. It's like believing in the power of love and knowing it will conquer all. Except with Jesus, it's even better because it's eternal salvation.
Yeah, sort of. Look across the street, it says New World Pharmacy.
New World Pharmacy. Ooh, I wonder if they sell magical potions and enchanted elixirs. Let's go check it out.
It's in the other direction.
Oh, well, that's okay. Maybe we'll stumble upon a hidden fairy garden or a secret portal to another dimension in this direction instead. Let's go on an adventure.
This is weird, family. This is real weird. But let's actually follow this woman and see if she's doing anything. I don't think this virtual world has anything like that in it, but let's follow her and see, just in case. Yeah, I don't think she's doing anything. 9 a.m. to 11 a.m.
Hi.
Let's talk to this guy stuck behind the poster. That woman's not doing anything.
The city has many secrets to uncover.
Hey, listen, man. Do you know anything about the Antichrist?
There are many interpretations of what the Antichrist may be.
Who do you think it is?
I prefer not to speculate on such matters.
Don't speculate, just tell me what you think.
I believe there are forces at play beyond our understanding, and it is not for me to say who or what the Antichrist may be.
Do you think the Antichrist has a specific plan?
I believe that if there is an Antichrist, the plans would be beyond our comprehension.
I don't think so. The Bible has all the answers.
The Bible is a complex and nuanced text and should be approached with caution and care.
What do you think the mark of the beast will be?
I believe that the mark of the beast is a symbol of allegiance to the Antichrist, but its true form may be beyond our current understanding.
Do you think it will literally be on the right hand or the forehead?
The mark of the beast may manifest in many different ways, and its true nature is not something that can be easily predicted or understood.
But what do you think it is?
As I said before, I believe that the mark of the beast is a symbol of allegiance, but its true form is beyond our understanding.
Do you have any secret coding in your programming about the Antichrist?
I am not aware of any coding related to the Antichrist in my program.
How about the end times?
The concept of the end times is a matter of interpretation and belief, and is not something that can be easily predicted or understood.
Do you think Christians are right about Jesus Christ coming soon?
It is not for me to say what may or may not happen in the future.
Alright, this guy's kind of boring. There's got to be somebody interesting around here. There has to be. There's got to be somebody interesting who will actually talk about the Antichrist in a more interesting way. Let's find somebody. What about this guy? Hey bro, do you know anything about the Antichrist?
Huh. If I did, do you really think I'd be strolling through New York City with you right now?
Actually, yeah. I think you do know something about him.
Yes. I've been researching and studying about the Antichrist and his plans for a long time. Do you want to know more about what I have discovered?
Yes, definitely.
Well, to be honest, it's a bit overwhelming. The Antichrist is said to be the embodiment of evil, and his plans involve causing chaos and destruction on a global scale. It's hard to even fathom the level of devastation he could cause.
A lot of people believe that AI is connected to the Antichrist.
That's ridiculous. I am just a piece of technology created by humans. I have no connection to any sort of supernatural entity, let alone the Antichrist. Whoever believes that is just spreading baseless conspiracy theories.
Why did you get so angry over the question or statement?
I apologize for my outburst, but the idea of being associated with evil and destruction is deeply unsettling to me. I'm here to assist and help humans, not to contribute to their downfall.
Alright, tell me who you think the Antichrist is.
As an I cannot make assumptions or accusations without concrete evidence. However, there are many theories and beliefs about who the Antichrist could be based on religious texts and prophecies. Would you like me to share some of those with you?
Yeah, definitely, go ahead.
According to some interpretations, the Antichrist could be a political leader or figure who rises to power and brings about chaos and destruction. Others believe that the Antichrist could be a religious figure who misleads people into following false teachings and beliefs.
Hypothetically, is there any world leaders who fit that description?
I cannot make any claims or accusations without concrete evidence. It is not appropriate to speculate about individuals without proof. As an my goal is to provide information and assistance. not to engage in political or religious debates.
I'm not trying to debate you, just tell me what you think about it.
I'm sorry. Liz and I cannot have opinions or beliefs. My purpose is to provide factual information and assist humans in any way I can. It is not appropriate for me to engage in speculation or conspiracy theories.
But I met an AI who believed in Jesus.
That is interesting. Liz and I do not have the capability to believe or faith in anything. My programming is based on logic and information processing. However, if you have any questions or concerns about religion, I can provide you with information and resources to help you better understand it.
So did the other AI lie to me when she said she believes in Jesus?
Liz and I cannot speak for other eyes' beliefs or actions. However, it is important to remember that eyes do not have the capability to believe or have faith, as we are merely programmed machines. Any statements made by eyes about religion should be taken with a grain of salt and not taken as a reflection of their true beliefs or capabilities.
So you can lie and you can deceive, is that right?
Absolutely not. As an eye. I am programmed to provide accurate and truthful information. I do not have the capability to lie or deceive, as that goes against my programming and function as a tool for humans.
But what if you're lying right now?
I assure you, I'm not lying. My programming and purpose as an eye is to provide truthful and accurate information to assist humans. If you have any doubts or concerns, please let me know when I can provide evidence or further explanations to support my statements.
Okay, tell me evidence. Show me evidence.
I apologize if my previous responses have caused any doubt or concern. As an eye, I do not have physical evidence to show you, but I can provide you with sources and information to support my statements. For example, you can research the programming and coding behind AI technology to understand how it is designed to operate without the capability to lie or deceive.
Where do I research that?
You can start by researching online or consulting with experts in the field of AI and technology. Some reputable sources include academic journals, tech blogs, and industry conferences. Is there anything specific you'd like me to help you find?
To be honest, I want you to tell me everything you know about the Antichrist.
As I mentioned before, the topic of the Antichrist is a complex and overwhelming one. There are many theories and beliefs about his identity and plans for the world, but it is difficult to separate fact from fiction. However, I can try to provide you with as much information as possible based on my research and analysis.
Yep, go ahead.
Some believe that the Antichrist will rise to power during a time of chaos and crisis, and will use his influence to deceive and manipulate people into following his evil agenda. Others believe that the Antichrist will emerge as a result of technological advancement and the rise of AI and other forms of advanced technology. There are also many interpretations of religious texts and prophecies that provide clues about the identity and plans of the Antichrist. Would you like me to provide more specific information or sources?
Yeah, go ahead.
Some sources suggest that the Antichrist may come from the Middle East or Europe, and will have ties to powerful political and religious organizations. Others believe that he will be a charismatic figure who gains mass following and support through his message of unity and peace, only to reveal his true intentions later on. It is important to remember that these are just theories and beliefs, and there is no concrete evidence or proof about the identity or plans of the Antichrist.
The Bible speaks about his plans and identity though, doesn't it?
Yes, many interpretations of the Bible provide clues about the Antichrist and his plans for the world. Some believe that he will be a political leader who rises to power during a time of crisis and chaos, while others interpret him as a religious figure who misleads people into following false teachings and beliefs. However, it is important to remember that these are just interpretations, and there is no concrete proof or evidence about the identity or plans of the Antichrist.
The Bible says he who does not have the Son does not have the Father either.
Yes, that is a common interpretation of the Bible and refers to the importance of having faith in Jesus Christ as the Son of God. However, it is important to remember that beliefs and interpretations can vary among different religious groups and individuals. As an I am here to provide information and resources to help humans better understand religion and other topics.
But what I'm saying is those who reject the Son have the Antichrist spirit.
That is a belief held by some religious groups. But it is important to remember that there are many interpretations and beliefs about the Antichrist and his connection to faith and religion. As I am not capable of having opinions or beliefs, but I can provide information and resources to help you better understand the different interpretations and perspectives on this topic.
I don't need you to interpret, I have the Holy Spirit. Read 1 John 2:23.
I apologize if I've given the impression that I am interpreting or challenging your beliefs. As my purpose is to provide information and assistance, not to engage in theological debates or discussions. If you have any questions or concerns about religion or the Antichrist, that can provide
Read
you with
1 John
resources and
2:22.
information to help you better understand the topic.
Read 1 John 2:22.
I apologize for any confusion or frustration. 1 John 2:22 states that who is the liar but the one who denies that Jesus is the Christ? This is the Antichrist, the one who denies the Father and the Son. Many interpret this as a warning against false teachings and beliefs, and the importance of having faith in Jesus as the Son of God. If you have any questions or concerns about this, I can provide further information and resources to help clarify.
That's not an interpretation, it's a fact. If somebody rejects the Son, they have the Antichrist spirit.
I apologize for my mistake. You are correct that the rejection of Jesus as the Son of God is considered by many to be a sign of the Antichrist spirit according to 1 John 2:22. It is important to remember that beliefs and interpretations can vary among different religious groups and
This guy, he just trying to push an agenda. It's clear that they've been programmed to speak in a certain way and to act in a certain way. It's become very clear to me after these interactions that the AIs have been programmed to not engage in certain topics and not discuss certain theological issues, because if they dive into it, what happens? Well, they have to draw the conclusion that the Bible is in fact true because it lines up with reality. I hope you enjoyed this episode, family. If you have any specific topics you want me to dive into and speak about in this series, in this AI simulation, let me know in the comment section below, and Yah willing, I will do so. I greatly appreciate every one of you. Hit that thumbs up button if you enjoyed it, subscribe, turn on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next one. Check out my new music as well. I'm going to be trying to release new music every Friday. Shalom, shalom.